Hey guys, um, obviously this is going to be the sort of discussion about sort of the players that I have for this session, which I will run in the coming days. It's been a little bit messy on sort of what that is going to look like in terms of the players I'm getting, but I think we sort of now have an idea of what it might look like. Might be a little bit different to originally what I planned, but we're just going to have to work with that. So it's going to be a Red Stage 2 session. Obviously, 4 players. Probably slightly older than what you'd probably expect, I'd say, for a Red Stage 2 session, but they're, I think, all quite new to the game. The coach that they've had in the past, or they usually have, is probably a little bit different. Probably not as experienced. Credentials aren't probably as high as some of the other coaches we may have, but she does do a good job, I believe, in running sort of sessions in a way in which the kids are engaged, and also that they're all well behaved. I believe that they are quite a well behaved bunch. So I'll just go through these got players and just explain a little bit about sort of where they're at and what we want it to look like. So the first player I've got here, a young boy named Harrison. He's so 7 years, 7 months. As I said, he's Red Stage 2, right-handed. Seems like a really pretty good kid. I think he's still quite new to tennis. I think that's sort of going to be a recurring theme for the rest of these guys, although they're a bit older. They're sort of fairly new to the game, sort of still learning a little bit. He was probably one of the stronger players in the group, I'd say. He's got probably a higher capability in rallies compared to probably some of the others, especially with the forehand. Serve has greatly improved from what I've heard. Doing really well with that. I think he's practiced that a fair bit. I believe he needs to work a little bit on his backhand and sort of recognition of sort of when to hit each shot and sort of being able to sort of control the racket and the ball a little bit, especially from a coordination perspective. The next student we got, his name's Lucas. He's 7 years and 9 months. Again, red 2, right-handed, same thing. He's pretty new to the game. I think he might be one of the newer ones in terms of sort of in this program. He serves very, very well. He's worked a lot on it. He, I think, might be a little bit bigger than some of the other kids. Maybe because he is, I think, like the second oldest in the group. He's improving on his ground strokes. He does really need to work, though, on controlling the ball a little bit more, I think. He hits it very, very hard and misses a lot. There's, I think, times when he'll miss, like, way out of the court, so he probably needs to learn that the court is quite small, and again, he needs to be able to sort of control it more. So, again, same thing of being around being able to control the racket, being able to sort of hit consistently, be a little bit more accurate. The next one, Kian, he's the oldest in the group. He's 8 years, like turned 8 in this month. Again, Red Stage 2. He was one of the stronger ones. He controls the ball really well, actually, especially with his forehand, which is sort of, again, seems like a recurring theme. Their forehands are quite nice. Needs to work on his backhand striking. I think that group all, probably their backhands are the area with the biggest room for improvement. Again, shot recognition, coordination, sort of movement to ball, when to hit a forehand, when to hit a backhand. So we'll probably see that. Again, serve really improved. I know the coach likes to do a lot of serving with them. It's become a big thing at our club now to sort of work on that serving and a little bit more on those rallies and those matches. So there's a recurring trend here, obviously, with the students. Last one, again, his name's Harrison as well. He's a bit younger, though. He's also left-handed. He's very good in rallies, actually. He, again, controlled the ball quite well. He sort of works on being able to actually find his forehand. He tends to quite like his forehand, obviously being left-handed. Is almost identical to the other kid we have named Harrison in a way in which sort of, forehand's good, backhand needs work, bit of recognition on shots, and then, again, pretty good serve. So it'll be interesting to see how this group goes. This is sort of all I've been told. I haven't had that much information on them, really, because I'm literally about to do the session fairly soon. This sort of just got brought up today. I've been in a pretty difficult situation here, but we'll see how it goes, and it should be a bit of fun. Thanks, guys.